Hello Rana, welcome back to Illustrator Exercises. There's an exercise I want us to make here. We are going to create a postcard, a simple exercise that is going to have some text that has the feeling of an image. So it is going to look like exactly the one that we have on the screen here. We are going to require resources which include which is 2 images. So the resources we are going to use are some 2 images. I have them already. They are meant to be downloaded. Go. And now step 1, write the name home, or write the text home on your work area. So assuming you have not started anything, so open a new document, make sure it is Landscape, and then if you are using A4 it's okay. Now your work area looks like that. So type the text home in capital. Make sure the text is quite enlarged, and use bolded form of font types. They are saying you use any sans serifs. So let me try sans serif. Which one? Bold. Let's see how it is. That's not bold enough. Sans serif. Bold. Okay, that looks a little bit much thicker. So make sure the text is to the size that you want to use. That is much best for working with image in them. So the next step after that, I want us now to create outline out of that text. So right click that text and create outline. After you have made the outline, move on, go to effect and warp that text. So effect, warp, we have been told to use rise, and use 14, the rest are the zeros. Okay, that's okay. After you are done with that step, expand appearance. So that you are going to do at the object expand appearance. After you are done with that part, now go to the next step, make a copy of that. So drag this area and point on new, so that now you are having 2 copies. After you are done with that step, select the bottom layer and give it a 3D effect. So the bottom layer is the one that is selected. So select that bottom layer. Okay, select it. Why is it not selecting the way I want? So let me select the bottom layer. Select it, whichever. It is selecting the bottom, but I can drag it anyway. So go to effect and extrude. Use 550 115. So 550 115. It should appear like that. So this, I wanted this to be at the bottom. There I have made a 3D. After you're done with that part, now go back to the top layer and make it white. And the top layer, make it white. And then there you are. The bottom layer, give it some color. The bottom layer, select it, give it some color. I see that color. Looks like it did not go the way I wanted. The bottom layer is the one that I want to select. Still not the one that is selected. Make sure the layer that you are going to use, the bottom layer. And rearrange the top layer so that it aligns very well on the top of the other layer. Now your text looks exactly now the way I wanted. Select the type tool and type some text like this, but I can skip that part. I'm going to come back to it later. So I want to introduce the image. Go to the image. That is the part that is here. Back to the home type. We'll now replace the black type with an image. So in my case it is white. So the image that I'm using is this one of the building. So what we are told here is that back to her. So now with this image, press the image behind the H and select clip and then make. So make sure it is behind the H. You can tell which is your text H. I don't know whether I think it is this top layer. So let's see. Yeah, it is that one, this Rust object, the Rust element I mean. So go to press so that you can source that image. The image is in my Flash. Let's hope it is the one that I have. Okay, the first image. Okay, you can work with that image or any other image. You see where it has been pressed. Make sure it is behind H. Your H is this one. Okay, so it is behind H. Select the two of them now. Select the H together with the image, and then you clip mask like that. I want to select the image so that I can resize it to fit in the where the rest of them you are going to do the same with the same image placed on different positioning. So you are going to move back to the rest which is O. Again place the image in behind O. Let's see, the image can be positioned like that. Now you can use a different image if you want, but in this case let me just work with this one. It is behind the letter I want to use. So again select both of them, select O and select that image, and then you right click and make clip mask. That is now the next. If you want to use a different image, you can use a different image. Let me use the second one. Now I'm going to place it behind M. Press. Now let me use the second image. Place it there. So make sure it is below M. select M, select the image, and then make the mask. Do that with the Illustrator also. So press under home, select the image and place it there. Make sure also it is now behind the Illustrator that I'm working with. Again, select both of them. So double click the letter and the image, so that now you make the mask. We are done masking our text. All of them are behind the respective letters that we have. Now we should be having some text above and below, so that our work can complete the way it is expected. Let's go back to where the instruction for doing that was. The instruction for doing that was a retro bit up here. Let's go there. Am I not yet there? Oh yeah, now here I am. Now write the text welcome. Okay, back to where I was. Write the name welcome. The text should not be that large. Make it a little bit smaller. And also don't make it too bolded like the one that we had earlier. Try to make the text look kind of handwritten or something like that. So click where we have character, and now try to select different character. Try to match character that will look much like, okay, that one looks more like it. Little bit smaller again. After you've done that, with that, now make outline of that text. Okay, right click the text, create outline. After that, give it color, give it some color, let's say some color like that, and you can give it a black stroke, or yeah, like that. After you're done with that, the stroke, you can make it a little bit bigger if you want, but it is still okay even the way it was. Now go to effect, use the same warping that we had. This time use 15, the rest are going to be 0. So select your text, make sure you are there. Go to warp, still the same. Yeah, it looks much the same now. So position it just a little bit up there. I think that is done. Now you can write the other text, South Haven MI. Again, now you have that other text here. South Haven MI. What type of text is this? Let me see how it looks. You can just retain it like that, or try to match the text that is going to look like that if you can find it. I don't know how much, I mean, whether the font that they have used is the same that we are having here, but we can try to see the various text that we have. See the one that we want is among them. And there are so many fonts in Illustrator. If the text that you wanted to use is not among the list, you still can download more fonts from the internet and you install them in your application. So Illustrator has a limited number of fonts that you can use, but the good thing is that you can add more fonts from downloads. If you don't want to download, you still can try to match the fonts that are here with the one that you have. The best match may not exactly do the same, but the best match that you have, you try to use that one. So I don't know, I cannot be able to match very quickly, so let me just use any that is going to come fast, that looks a little bit nearer to the one that we have here. Well, let me just go back to the same text that we had earlier. What font was that? Let me just come back there. It was what? Oh, I can't find it because I already mixed it up. But you can try to match here and see the one that looks much nearer to that, or that doesn't look even much nearer. Well, let me see in the list that I have here, the one that is going to be a little okay. Let me just use this one anyway, just make the text a little bit smaller. Well, create outline and then use the warp arc. Let me use that one. So again, with the text selected, go to warp. This time use arc. And which arc are they using? Let me see. They are using 10 and the rest are zeros. So 10, the rest are zeros. Okay, like that. It is kind of making a kind of an arc. Make the text color grayish like that, and then position it a little bit up and down, just below your work, like that. With that done, I think all now that is left is to make a background of the whole thing. The background might be an image. Let me use one of the images to be the background. So I will do this. I will press the first image. The image can be anything. It can be a rectangle that you are going to color, but in this case they wanted the image to be the background, so set it all the way to the back. Well, the font doesn't look very okay, simply because they don't have a stroke. Can make it a little bit thicker. Okay, make the stroke a little bit thicker so that your work can come out clearly. Okay, this text also I can think can give it some wow. What do you see? The postcard is quite good looking, though it would have been much better if the background image was not contrasting with the image that has been used to mask the text. But anyway, that is our postcard. It is much almost like the one that we have. This one I wanted it to have well, yeah, the work is done, but try at your at that juncture to try the text with the 3D, whether you can add some stroke to that, so that the text now looks much more like the 3D like this. I want you to try to do that. See whether you can manage to come out with that kind of thing. So I hope you have been able to follow through the exercise, and you have come up with an exact postcard like the one I have, if not much better. Hope at the end of it you have also been able to add stroke to the 3D text, so that it doesn't concern with the picture that we have put as the background. So thank you, and remember to share this exercise, and also please do subscribe to this channel so that you can see more of the videos that I'm going to share with you. So let's see you in the next exercise that I'm going to share, and thanks.